Now, what news on the Rialto?
Why, yet it lives there unchecked that Antonio had a ship of rich lading wrecked on the narrow seas. The Goodwins, I think they call the place, a very dangerous flat and fatal, where the carcasses of many a tall ship lie buried, as they say, if my gossip report be an honest woman of her word.
I would she were. As lying a gossip in that as an ever-napped ginger, or made her neighbors believe she wept for the death of a third husband. But it is true, without any slips of prolixity, or crossing the plain highway of talk.
Good Antonio, the honest Antonio. Oh, that I had a title good enough to keep his company.
What sayest thou? Why, the end is, he hath lost a ship.
I would it might prove the end of his losses.
Let me say amen betimes, lest the devil come across my prayer, for here comes the likeness of a Jew. How now, Shylock? What news amongst the merchants?
No, none so well. None so well as you know of my daughter's
That's
plight.
certain. I knew the tailor that made the wing she
And
flew.
Shylock, for the most part, knew that the bird was fledged, and then it was in the complexion of them all to leave the dam.
She be damned for it.
That's for certain, if the devil may be her judge.
My own flesh and blood to rebel.
Out upon it, old carrion. She rebels at it at this time?
She is my daughter, she is my flesh.
There is
and
more
blood.
difference in thy flesh than between jet and ivory. More between your blood than there is between red wine and Rhenish. But tell us, do you hear whether Antonio have any loss at sea or no?
There I had another bad match. A bankrupt, a prodigal that used to come so smug upon the mart, a beggar who dare scarce show his face upon the Rialto. Let him look to his bond. He was once called me a usurer. Let him look to his bond. He was wont lend money for a Christian courtesy. Let him look to his bond.
Why, I am sure if he forfeit, you will not take his flesh. What's that good for?
To bait fish withal. If it will feed nothing else, then it will feed my revenge. He hath disgraced me, and hindered me 500,000, laughed at my losses, mocked at my gains, scorned my nation, thwarted my bargains, cooled my friends, hated mine enemies. And what is his reason? I am a Jew! Hath not a Jew eyes? Hath not a Jew hands? Organs, dimensions, senses, affections, passions? Are we not fed with the same food? Are we not hurt with the same weapons? Subject to the same diseases, healed by the same means, warmed and cooled by the same sun and winter? A Christian, if we are like you in the rest, then we will resemble you in that. If a Jew wrong a Christian, what is his humility? Revenge? If a Christian wrong a Jew, what should his sufferance be by Christian example? Why, revenge. The villainy you teach me, I will execute. And it will go home, for I will better the instruction.